Welcome everyone to our Jump In series. We are doing a brand new series called the BEatitudes. I want you to do something. I want you to watch last Sunday's service called The Pursuit of Blessedness, because it's a prequel to the series that we are doing. So we're going to go right into it. These are called the Beatitudes, taken from Matthew chapter 5, where Jesus was speaking to the multitudes and he was speaking to his disciples. And he's speaking about us as well. He's talking about being blessed, being in a state of well-being, being blessed on the inside. God cares about you and your family. It's not a facade, it's a state of well-being, so that you can enjoy God's blessing and expand that blessing, extend that blessing. God wants to bless you. And what does He want us to do with that blessing? He wants us to extend it. So whenever God blesses someone externally, because He is already doing something internally. God wants you to be blessed internally, and the outflow of that will be shown externally. God's explanation on how to be truly blessed in this Matthew chapter 5, when Jesus speaks, He talks about the principles and the precepts of kingdom living and kingdom lifestyle. So in the 8 steps of this Beatitudes, today we are just doing one, you will find the meaning and the result and how to get there and the principles that work towards it. Are you ready? Number 1, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Spiritually inadequate, bankrupt, spiritually. And Jesus said, when you are spiritually empty and desiring of God, and your need is of God, He said, you are really blessed. And that's what He means by blessed are the poor in spirit. Then heaven will come to your aid, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. It's not just going to heaven one day, but yours is the kingdom of heaven. Now, nobody in their right mind wants or likes to be poor. All right? God is not telling you to become poor, then you will be spiritual. Remember, He's talking about spiritually poor on the inside, spiritual poverty. Many of God's servants in the Bible, as you will know, whether it's Abraham and his descendants, Joseph, David, Solomon, Job, were very, very wealthy men. And their families were wealthy too. The problem is, with God, it is not so much the stuff that you have, but you measure your spirituality with the stuff that you have. And that's foolishness, because that doesn't mean that you are being blessed. You can be very successful in the natural realm and be an enemy of God in the same way. So I want you to think about blessed defined by God. Blessed is not just the stuff that we have, all that is fine. The spirit realm in which God meets you, and if He is okay with you in the spirit realm, then the natural overflow is bound to happen in the natural realm as well. So to be poor in the spirit means that you are aware that you are completely unable to meet and address your own spiritual needs. Sometimes we think we have it all. We've got everything. And God is blessing us. It's true. As I said just now, when you're blessed internally, it's bound to happen externally. The church in Laodicea in Revelation chapter 3 and verse 17, they said of themselves, Jesus spoke these words. Jesus said, you say, I am rich, I have prospered, I have need of nothing, not realizing that you are wretched, pitiable, poor, blind, and naked. You see, on the outside, they had everything that looked to be successful. The clothes they wore, the jewelry that they had, maybe the cars that they drove, whatever. So on the outside, the church looked really, really prosperous. But Jesus said in that same chapter, He said, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." That means he was not even in the church. Now, he had the keys that could open any door and shut any door, but he refused to use the keys. They were the ones who had to open their doors. Stuff is supposed to be the bonus, not the essence of your relationship with God. So, to be poor in spirit is to declare spiritual bankruptcy. Lord, I need you every day. Every hour I need you. As the old hymn would say. You know, when you get sick, our first reaction is try to doctor ourselves. We go to the pharmacy and try to pick up some medication. But when the problem persists, you look for a doctor, someone who is a specialist in this area, someone who is able to diagnose you properly and then give you the cure. Many of our situations is that we are so locked in our humanness and our strategy and our devices that we fall short, because the issue we are facing is much deeper than what it seems. So whatever your issues might be, in the world we talk about mental health and emotional health. You know what? God is giving us the clues in these Beatitudes. So may God bless you as you begin to dive into this Bible study and share it with someone whom you love and someone you are relating to, and share the blessedness that God has for you and for your family. God bless you. Thank you.